This morning, South Carolina health officials called for an investigation after a surplus of forged COVID vaccine cards were used by employers. Also, the steps students are taking to protest the return of a USC art professor. And stay tuned to find out the latest effects of the unmasked crowds at William Brice during Parents' Weekend. I'm Will Kronsberg, and this is Newswrap. Have you thought of buying a fake vaccine card? Why spend 20 minutes getting a free shot when you can order a pack of blank vaccine cards for $12 on Amazon in 1 minute? A growing number of unvaccinated South Carolinians are committing coronavirus fraud by forging vaccine cards to employers. Anyone caught selling or possessing a counterfeit card is subject to arrest, heavy fines, and even jail time. LaFonda Sutton-Burke, the director of field operations in the CBP's Chicago field office, said these dishonest vendors that are producing and selling these counterfeit cards are putting the American population in danger with every card they produce. She adds, ordering and producing these cards is illegal, and the only reason this is being done is to make a quick dollar when getting the vaccination is free. Officials say the fake vaccine cards were identified based on their low-quality appearance and other discrepancies. Blank COVID vaccine cards can be purchased on Amazon, Etsy, and other platforms. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson said one of the 45 attorney generals who signed a letter to various company CEOs like Twitter, Shopify, and eBay expressing concern. South Carolina health officials are now calling for an investigation. Students have been in absolute uproar this week protesting the return of USC art professor David Voros on social media. In the fall 2020 semester, Voros faced multiple lawsuits from fellow educators as well as students for sexual harassment. Voros has been facing these allegations ever since 2018 when former USC student Allison Dunavant filed a lawsuit alleging the professor subjected her to unwanted sexual advancements and unbearable living conditions while on a trip studying abroad. Voros remained teaching up until spring 2021 when students and faculty started a petition for his removal that got over 2,200 signatures. Because of his tenure, Voros could not be fired, but was forced to take a sabbatical where he remained off campus. However, the sabbatical only lasted 2 semesters, and Voros is slated to teach classes during the spring 2022 semester. Students have blown up social media, specifically Twitter and Instagram, protesting his return and fighting for their fellow student victims. One Twitter account with the handle @FireVorosUSC has been putting out graphics all week, which students in turn post to their Instagram stories. The university has not taken any further action with the painting professor, but student activists have said they will not go down without a fight. Mask fasting or football fasting? During the U of SC versus Kentucky game, large crowds showed up to William Brice mask fasting or simply not wearing their mask. Columbia fire marshals are now reviewing the mask mandate enforcement. Columbia Fire Chief Aubrey Jenkins oversees the fire marshals and says he was not pleased with the lack of masking at the game. The department is now reviewing the situation and planning ways to improve mask enforcement efforts for tomorrow's game. Fire marshals have not ticketed any ordinance violations yet. Jenkins previously said the department was in an education phase. They were simply alerting residents and students of the updated guidelines. No information has been released on what the new provisions are for tomorrow's game. Previous information states citations would be $100 for both individuals and businesses. That's all we have for you this week, Gamecocks. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC to keep up with all things USC, and subscribe to our brand new News Brief SGTV Recap with the first edition hitting your inbox on Monday. For SGTV News 4, I'm Will Kronsberg.